I have a terrible lack of discipline, so always, there was something good on television that I wanted to watch and, didn't want to do my studying or something like that. But I found that if I did it in short, sharp little bouts, it meant that I didn't get sick of doing it. It wasn't a chore.
Well, I'll do so much today and I'll do so much tomorrow, and, you've got to give it time to absorb it and so you fully understand what you're doing.
I could actually work around it, whilst my daughter was in bed, for example, maybe an hour at lunchtime if I was fortunate, a couple of hours in the evening. Thankfully, she's quite a good sleeper.
One of the things that I found in the box was a timetable. I found that very useful because it had all the dates in where we should be in the book and what chapter we should be in, what we should be reading, what date we should be handing in the assignment.
I'd say it takes about 6 to 8 hours a week to try and study. But trying to pinch those hours here and there can be quite difficult.
You've got to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you can't do it, because there are other distractions. Perhaps the wife might come and say somebody at the door, somebody on the telephone, or so you have to say, well, tell them to, you handle it. I'm busy.
Instead of getting all het up and, getting yourself in a flat spin and thinking, oh, I can't do that, if you just take it step by step, then it starts to come.
When I knew that there was something to be handed in, I worked harder and better, and I could focus more at that stage.
But then you realised, I've got to work through all this, and you start flicking through the assignments and looking at the TMAs, the tutor marked assessments, and actually realising, well, this is the work I've got to do, and it started being a bit daunting.
Don't rush it, just take your time with it, absorb it all.
I was really pleased with how I managed the time throughout the course, with the children, with the housework, with the husband, basically with all the chores.
Make yourself a time plan, a schedule, when you can study. Don't be over-ambitious because you won't be able to stick to it.
But I found it quite difficult sometimes trying to keep up with the study and trying to keep motivated with the study. If you hit a hard bit, you just kind of want to give up. And I did, several times.
My motivation for studying is really to see what I can actually achieve myself. What's inside me and what's been there really, since those days at school.
But the next day I knew I had to get back with it, because if I didn't, I'd quit, and I really was determined not to quit.
There were times on the course when I thought, this is it. The kids were playing up. There were things that happened in the household. There was places where I had to go, and I thought, no, this is not for me. I won't be able to do it. But you have to be determined, and you just have to keep on going.